I wonder how Favonia's blade work could be applied to these. Yes.
Hey! You over there!
Huh? What's...
Who you calling little boy?
I'm not up to anything.
Huh. You can't hide it from me. You must be planning to sneak over.
Yes, that's right. In any case, my weapon of choice is the greatsword. And I...
Greatsword, huh? Well, you got one thing right. The man refuses to show anyone his greatsword in the store, no matter how many times you beg him. Trust me, I would know. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I still don't think I can trust you. That's not true! No greatsword can
The cat is out of the bag. Please...
You're really gonna let me? Wow, that it's not fair. If only I were a bit...
Be patient, you'll get there. Besides, I'm sure your dream will come true one day.
It's clear to me now. You must be a fabled knight of...
Huh?
I must accept that the Knights of Favonius of Mondstadt live up to their name. But as surely as the hills are green and the rivers flow into the sea...
Wait, Oh, he's gone. My children and Leola have these dreams too. When I was little, the other Mondstadt kids and I... Anyway, what's next? Yes! If we plan to explore further, let's take a short break first.
Oh, you must be from Mondstadt. Looking at your outfit, you don't seem to be an ordinary civilian. In which case, surely... you must be an illustrious knight of Favonius. Pardon my directness. My name is Iron Tongue Tian, and I was hoping that you could help me out.
Oh, hold on. I'm really sorry. I am not yet an official knight, but just a maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Maid? Of the Knights? A maid knight? Oh, now that is genuinely intriguing. Miss, if you're willing to help me out, I have every confidence that you will provide me with infinitely more sources. As you can see, I have been a local storyteller here for a long time, and, well, my audience is starting to tire of hearing the same old stories over and over again. When I saw this young lady show up just now, I was quite awestruck by her, so much so that I was suddenly inspired by the idea of writing a new book, A Knight's Journey Through Liyue. However, inspiration is just the start. I still need some material to work with. Even the most ingenious storytellers don't just come up with stories out of thin air. I do occasionally hear anecdotes about the Knights of Favonius doing the rounds here in Liyue, but they're mostly unreliable rumors, with everyone telling a different story. Far better to find an actual knight and see for myself.
But I am still not a knight yet.
Don't worry about all that. As the saying goes, the story should be inspired by life, but larger than life. As the storyteller, I can change a detail or two here and add some dramatic effect there, you know.
Honorary knight, I'm a little conflicted. What should I do? Although I should always lend a hand to anyone in need, it would be dishonest for me to pretend to be a real knight.
You understand me. Miss, rest assured that I will not put you in a difficult spot. All I'm asking you to do is to come with me to the countryside and show me some of your blade work. Let me see something new. I'll fill in all the other details, all within reason, of course.
Well, okay then, if it's just providing some initial source material.
I heard earlier from the Millilith that some hilly churls have been wreaking havoc in the countryside. Ooh, let's head over there. This looks to be the place. Ah, but it seems our timing is off. The hilly churls are nowhere to be seen.
Oh, if the hilly churls are not around, does that mean you can't get any source material?
Not necessarily. Look at all the things they left here. Miss, why don't you use your great sword to clean the place up?
Cleaning up? Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. But the hilly churls could return at any moment. Mr. Tien, please find a safe location from which to observe.
Okay. The knight's meticulous mind attended to each and every detail of her duty with the utmost care and attention. This is good. I can work with this very knightly.
Oh, you're taking notes already? Cleaning up a camp. I guess I do this kind of thing all the time. So it should be okay to include in your book.
Wonderful! I'll call this one the Indomitable Sword of Favonius.
I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up. Oh no! The hilly churls are back! Mr. Tien, please, be careful! Leave it all to me.
Sensational! I will call that one the Impregnable Shield of Chivalry. Yes, it's coming to me now. With the prescience of a prophet, the knight foresaw the precise moment of the hilly churl's return, and promptly warned the commoners to take cover. Now she stood alone, as she drew her sword and strode forward to confront the enemy. Oh, this is all great material. It's just a pity that the only enemies are these hilly churls. It needs a little... I've got it! Would the two of you be able to give me some kind of mementos?
Mementos?
That's right, mementos. Though the story is a work of fiction, the more real it feels, the more engaging it will be. Some sort of battle trophy to display before the audience, would really seal the deal.
Okay, so something like a hilly churl mask or an arrowhead?
if it's all the same to you, I was thinking more along the lines of, well, maybe a component from that ruin guard. Yes, you've got it. You really understand where I'm coming from. I've heard that there's a very common component in ruin guards called the, chaos device? I should write down my new ideas before I forget them. Just hand the chaos device to me once you've managed to obtain it. Oh, such mighty power, so battered and bruised. I just need to embellish it a little further and this will be...
Embellish it? Even further? Well, as long as I have been able to help you with your creative process.
Of course you have. Okay, I know where I'm going with this story now. I need to get back and start writing. Oh, and if the two of you have any free time later, stop by Third Round Knockout and you can hear me tell my new story.
Oh, I wonder how Mr. Tien's story will turn out in the end. For some reason, I have a bad feeling. Why don't we go back to Liyue Harbor and listen for ourselves?
With a roar like thunder, iron clashed with iron. Then 4 gigantic fists came pounding into the ground with a force beyond what could be put into words. So colossal was their weight, and so earth-shattering their impact. Such unthinkable power could easily cleave a stone peak right off the top of a mountain. Any ordinary human would either be torn to pieces in an instant, or at the very least, suffer but not so the knight from beyond the border. She did not flinch in the face of the flying iron fists, but sank instead into a low, fighting stance. And with one swift sweep of her sword, the clash of metal erupted. Moments later, there was a deep and dull thud as the dust dispersed to reveal 2 pairs of iron claws lying lifeless on the ground. Such is the awesome power of the impregnable shield of chivalry. The knight barely had time to catch her breath before a dark shadow leaped up before her into the sky. But she was no ordinary knight, and in her heart she declared, "I have nothing to fear." With an almighty battle cry, she unleashed the indomitable sword of Favonius.
One knight against 2 ruin guards? And a ruin hunter? Surely that must be an exaggeration.
I suppose these stories are supposed to be taken with a grain of salt.
Is this about me? What is he talking about? Oh no, this won't do. I must ask him to rewrite the story.
Hard to believe? Then feast your eyes on this. This is solid proof of the Maid Knight's journey to Liyue. A fragment of a ruin guard's armor, cut from its carcass by a blow of her blade in the midst of her death-defying battle.
That is part of a ruin guard. A friend of a relative in the Millelith told me about these. Whoa.
It's real, all right. Look at the cuts on it. Fresh from the battlefield.
I must explain to Mr. Tien. Honesty, modesty. these are the virtues cherished by the knights.
Hey, will you look at that? That girl over there looks uncannily similar to the knight from the story.
Oh, I'd say more than just similar. She's the spitting image. Oh, should we get an autograph? Oh, it's definitely her. The legendary Maid Knight.
Huh? Oh, okay.
And so, the knight went west from Stone Gate with her sword in hand and scaled the mountains of a vast new land. A legend from the moment she set foot in Liyue. Tales of the adventures of the Maid Knight would be talked about for hundreds of generations. Stay tuned.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
I smell rabbit.
A thesis on chivalry. So much to learn before the... Oh! Honorary knight! I don't? I'm sorry to make you worry on my account. I've been busy preparing for my exam. Other than for work, the exam is drawing nearer and nearer, but there just seems to be an endless amount of material to review. Right. The Knights of Favonius, even though I've already worked for the Knights, it's just that I've failed several times in the past. I still don't study, buddy. No, This is my exam, and I'm taking it to fulfill my dream. Plus, there is still some time to go before the exam arrives. Well, you're the honorary knight of Mondstadt. It won't. But on the day of the exam, if you happen to be free, based on the knight's schedule, I think it should be. But it's just half a year. Don't you think that's quite? Even though there is still some time, if I don't make good use of it, it will disappear. I've planned my schedule carefully. Well, there's always coffee if I feel sleep. No, it won't. Did I get too worked up all of a sudden? No. I still have training. I apologize for letting you see me in such bad shape. I'm okay now. But every time I think of the exam, I get so nervous. Only studying or training helps to relieve it a little. But in the end, I keep finding new ways in which I'm not prepared. And that makes me even... Oh, you mean studying isn't the only preparation I should be doing? Oh, if I don't overcome my fear of the exam, I will just repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Whenever I encounter something unexpected, I can't think straight. And whenever I start worrying that I might fail again, my mind goes completely blank. Take some more exams? Would that really help me? Well, it's true that the more I study, the more unprepared I feel. It's inevitable that I'll run into something unexpected. But if I can simulate the atmosphere of an exam, Then I can learn how to cope with it. But where would I even go to take one? The Adventurers Guild? You can get stronger just by passing their exam? Oh, that sounds a little difficult to believe. Well, since it's recommended by the honorary knight, then I have...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. What kind of commission would you like to take on today? You wish to take an exam? Please wait while I verify your adventure record and the status of your recent commissions.
Sorry, Miss Catherine. Actually, I am the one who wishes to take the exam.
Oh, Noelle. You are finally ready to join the Adventurers Guild? Wonderful. I will process your application at once.
No. I just want to take an exam for the experience. Right now, I don't have any plan to become an adventurer. I'm sorry.
I see. What a pity. Our exams are only available to official members of the Guild. The content of each exam is determined based on the adventurer's individual experience and commission status. As such, I am unfortunately unable to arrange for you to have an exam. However, since you just want to experience what an exam is like, perhaps you can talk to Cyrus, the branch master. As it happens, he has recently been working on a new entrance exam for the Guild. It has not yet been approved for official use. Perhaps you could give it a trial run. Indeed. Although the entrance exam does have something to do with you joining the Guild. You can ask Branchmaster Cyrus if you require more details. He should be at Angelshare right now drafting the syllabus. He said he gets more inspired when he's there. We don't yet know what's included in the syllabus. Others in the Guild have produced several drafts, but all of them were rejected by Cyrus.
It sounds as if I'll have a good chance of running into something unexpected. Yes, let's! Oh, I wonder what will be on the exam.
Hunt down 3 ruin guards. Could it be a little too difficult? What am I thinking? The newcomers will run a mile. Hunt down 3 boards in the forest. Nay, the guild will never approve. Oh, it's you. And Noelle, I see.
Hello, Mr. Cyrus. Are you working on the exam syllabus? How is it coming along?
Don't get me started. Since the Travelers solved the Storm Terror crisis and became Mondstadt's hero, a whole load of young people got excited and decided to join the Adventurers Guild. But most of them have no experience at all. They can't even handle a single slime without getting all battered and bruised in the process. So some genius in the guild decided, why don't we make an entrance exam? Ugh.
Well, that sounds like a good idea, no? This way the adventurers won't get hurt so easily.
Yes, but if the exam is too difficult, no one will want to join. A few scrapes and bruises is nothing a strong will can't compensate for. Why doesn't anyone else in the guild understand this? Anyway, I already rejected 2 drafts, and now I'm working on a 3rd one myself. It's absolutely crucial that I get the difficulty level right. If only someone could give it a test run. At least then I could decide where the upper limit of difficulty should be.
Then, Mr. Cyrus, may I give it a try? I am very interested in experiencing the adventurer's entrance exam.
Oh? Well, you mean you want to take the adventurer's entrance exam? Ha ha! That's fantastic! Well, if it's you, Noel, even with every challenge at the highest difficulty, you shouldn't have any problem at all.
Yes, please make sure they are the most difficult.
Excellent! That's the spirit of a true adventurer. Now, let me explain the rules of the exam. First, since adventurers often work in groups, you are welcome to invite others to assist you during the exam. If the traveler is willing, please join Noel. Indeed. Second, there are 3 parts to the exam, which are basic knowledge, survival skills, and a combat exercise. You only need to pass 2 out of 3 parts to succeed in the exam. But of course, Noelle should find she has no trouble getting a perfect score. And finally, remember at all times that being an adventurer takes courage and resilience. Ad astra abyssosk.
Ad astra abyssosk.
Ha ha! That's the spirit! Without further ado, let's start part 1. A true adventurer must be well-versed in all sorts of relevant knowledge to handle whatever may come their way. I will ask you 3 questions. You may discuss among yourselves first, before giving me an answer. Question 1. An adventurer must be well acquainted with their environment to make sure they can obtain any resources they need. Tell me, which of the following local specialties of Mondstadt cannot be found near Wolvendom? Dandelion seeds, calla lilies, windwheel asters, or small lampgrass?
Wolvendom. I remember reading that there are wolf hooks everywhere, but the book made no specific mention of any other plants. No, I must approach this question differently. Is there anything here that requires specific environmental conditions in order to grow? Conditions that Wolvendom cannot provide?
Ooh, I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. On to question 2. An adventurer must always learn from their experience and keep track of everything they encounter in the form of a diary. There is a famous adventurer who once went exploring all over Liyue, documenting his whole journey. Thanks to the notes he took of each location that he went, young adventurers are now able to plan ahead and avoid the dangers there. What is the name of this adventurer?
Learning from experience, writing diaries. It seems like adventuring requires constant self-reflection, just like studying. Regarding this adventurer, I do believe I have read about him. He even made his mark on Dragonspine. Oh, yes, it must be him.
Ooh, what a pity. You were so... Last question. Let's have some fun with this one. The most terrifying domain for adventurers from Mondstadt. All that awaits you there is a sea of ashes and the deathly silence in the air.
A A sea of ashes, a windless land. What could it be?
Correct! Keep this name in mind. Someday, you too will pass through this domain. Are the questions too difficult? If even Noel wasn't up to the task. Never mind. Don't worry too much. This was just testing your rote learning ability anyway. It wouldn't be much practical help on an adventure. But be warned, things start to get a little trickier in the survival skills test. Now, go and prepare yourselves. Meet me at Good Hunter when you think you're ready.
Come take a look.
Okay, let's begin part 2 of the entrance exam.
Ready and willing, Mr. Cyrus.
Staying well-fed and making sure to prepare sufficient food supplies is a key survival skill for adventurers. That's why the second part of the exam is to prepare a food item fit for an emergency out in the wild. There are 3 criteria. Firstly, the ingredients must be easily accessible in the wilderness. Secondly, preparation and cooking must be quick and easy. Thirdly, well, the food item in question must be able to help someone in dire straits to bounce back from the brink and regain their strength. So go ahead, cook something full of passion and packed with flavor. Just bring it to me whenever it's ready. Noel, I await your dish with the greatest of anticipation.
Simple ingredients, easy to cook, helps you rally. Honorary Knight, do you have any idea? Steak. Good point. In a real emergency, all you'd need is a piece of meat. You wouldn't even need any seasoning. Okay then, once it's ready, let's take it over to Mr. Cyrus. We can always change our minds if we have a better idea. One must be careful not to act too hastily when taking an exam.
Oh, you're ready to go? Don't be too hasty now. You still have time to prepare. Use it wisely. Steak! Steak! Ha ha ha! Hands down the top choice of a true adventurer. Simple ingredients, highly nutritious, and most importantly, all you need to cook it is an open flame. And when it's not an emergency, adding a bit of seasoning makes it even better. Succulent and juicy, crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. The perfect accompaniment to an alcoholic beverage.
Really? If you like it so much, I can always make a few more.
Not at all. I was merely contemplating having a celebratory libation on Noel's behalf. In any case, congratulations on passing part 2 of the exam. Up next is the final stage. Go get yourself ready. Then meet me at Bright Crown Canyon. Ad astra abysosk, and welcome to the third and final part of your exam.
Please, begin. I am ready.
Good. Now, the most important skill set for an adventurer is, of course, ferocious monsters, dangerous machines. Only in the heat of battle against your enemy does that surge of adrenaline really kick in. This is the last part of the exam. Defeat the nearby ruin gods as quickly as you can. I will be watching from here. Give them all you've got, Noel.
Okay. This time, I am confident I will pass.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Brain cutter. Time to act. Everybody stand back!
Keep back! Get back!
Honorary Knight! I did it! Not entirely. Whenever I've taken an exam in the past, I always get nervous and I can't control it. I know that it's just like in training, but I always end up worrying I might fail. But not this time. This time, it seems I was able to remain calm. Somehow, having you by my side is soothing. It must be because you are here with me that I was able to complete the exam. Thank you. Thank you. On the day of the real exam, if, and I mean only if... Great. Oh, maybe, just maybe, things will be different this time.
Oh, back already? Seems like even the third part of the exam is a walk in the park for you. Now, please allow me to announce the results of your adventurer's entrance examination. You successfully passed the exam! Oh, and you were so close to getting a perfect score, it feels like a missed opportunity. But if even Noel could not get the perfect score, then maybe I still need to adjust the difficulty level a little further. Yes, the barrier to entry must be lowered to cater to the newcomers. Then we can raise the difficulty at a later stage. Only in this way can we successfully attract newcomers.
I didn't get a perfect score?
Hey now, first things first. Allow me to congratulate you on what was nevertheless a sterling performance in your exam. I will have Catherine handle the admission process for you right away. Noel?
Where did I go wrong? Is there any hope for me to improve? If I could start over. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Cyrus, what were you saying just now? I was a little lost in my own thought.
I was about to ask whether you would have the time to visit the guild with me.
I do apologize, Mr. Cyrus. I must get back to my exam preparation. If I don't review my mistakes, I will only repeat them the next time I run into the same problem. It seems I still have lots to learn. head back to the library now and continue studying.
Well, you already passed your exam. What do you need to study for? Sure, you made a few mistakes, but this is an overreaction. I see. Well, when you get back, would you mind going to the library and checking on the well? I hope my exam hasn't affected her mood. How can I get the exam to the right difficulty level? I should go back to the angel's share and give this some careful consideration over an alcoholic beverage.
Mustn't fall asleep. Oh, sorry, I zoned out a little. I didn't notice you there. I've summarized my experiences from the mock exam and created a new reading list. Getting to know Mondstadt's geography and a 1-minute history of adventuring in Mondstadt. There's so much I can learn from them. And then there's eating well in Mondstadt. I never realized there were so many ways to cook in the wild. Oh, and also, self-defense, the art of down-to-earth dialogue with monsters. The combat approach of adventurers is definitely worth further study. The only thing is, there's so much to get through. Will I really be able to finish them all? But... what if this is the one time they do come up? What then? What if they ask me how to rescue an adventurer? Or how best to collaborate with the Adventurers Guild? If I neglect these topics now, I may live to regret it later. It looks like every second I have between now and my exam is going to count.
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.